Back in September, the Steelers lost a shootout in their first matchup against the Ravens. Can Baltimore do it again? Find out next on Madden NFL 22.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in stores. He has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. Throwing is Bridgewater. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A first down throw for Bridgewater. It's brought in by Harris. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And again, it's Bridgewater. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Bridgewater. He finds his man complete. It's Harris. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the gun, it's Jackson out to his left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. From midfield now, here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And bulldozing his way through. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level. 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go play action with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Jamar Chase,
his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that is incomplete. force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game planned for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Jackson from the shotgun, rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Cooper on the return.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris.
Personal foul.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Bridgewater on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
Gay's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Steps away. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we're at halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
The return is Duvernay.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Shreds the tackle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the set.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Bridgewater.
Again, it's Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Harris. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down at 4, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Adafe charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. On third down, Harris. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out over there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. On the delay, here's Harris. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. This is Harris on the draw. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Ravens use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. But he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw. It was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Wide open receiver, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 9 yards on the play and a first down. On the draw, it's Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Harris. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Bridgewater now. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Bridgewater will try and throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Trucks over him. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He stiff-arms him. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
Being chased out left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a third effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a fourth.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied.
Now Jackson. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. And this is in the area of holding. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So now the Steelers down by 9, and time a huge factor. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw. And that's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Pass complete to Ebron.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. And this will be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Bridgewater. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And Henry gets the call there on 1st down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Throwing now is Jackson. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a two-score game. So they try to make it a two-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A two-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Charles, we saw a